Just 1 week after suffering a concussion that kept him on the bench for a game, NHL superstar Sidney Crosby went headfirst into the boards during Game 6 of the series between the Penguins and the Capitals. Now, despite slowly getting back to his feet, he continued to play, and that is raising doubts as to whether Crosby was evaluated for a concussion for a second time. And it has also led to questions about the league's concussion protocols and if they actually work to protect the players. For more on this, I'm joined now by our sports analyst, Mike Toth. Mike, already concussed, Sidney Crosby goes headfirst into the boards in Game 6. Are we sure that Sid's brain is okay?
I'm not. I think that's a legitimate question, Jeff. I mean, we've talked about this before on this program. He's had 4 documented concussions, and the key word there is documented. So, yes, you'd have to wonder about his health going forward. I've done a little bit of research on this myself because I'm a minor hockey coach. I've had a young athlete that I've had under my care who suffered a concussion, so you try to educate yourself. I'm only about 10 years shy of my medical degree, so I'm not an expert. But the things that I've read about concussions, when you've had 4 concussions, obviously there's a red flag.
Well, not even the team seems to know, because after the game, Game 6, Crosby was asked if he was evaluated for a concussion. The team's coach, Mike Sullivan, said no. Sid said yes. He gave an interview afterwards and said yes. So either there's a miscommunication here or somebody is lying. And I'm just wondering if this exposes a problem with the league's protocol.
Well, here's the thing about the National Hockey League, especially the NHL playoffs. People lie all the time. Pat Quinn, the former Toronto Maple Leafs coach, was the one who coined the phrase lower body injury, upper body injury, because he wanted to hide the fact that his players were injured, because he was afraid that people would target his injured players. And we've seen it. After Sidney Crosby came back against the Washington Capitals, how many times did you see the Capitals in front of the net in a scrum? Boom, boom, boom. So
okay,
it's war out there on the ice.
Yeah, I was surprised to find or learn that the league actually has so-called concussion spotters in the stands and back looking at videotape in the league offices, and still nobody called Crosby out of the game the other night.
Well, here's the thing, and again, you go and access the medical minds on this, because, I mean, we're just ordinary lay people, and the medical minds say this. They say, well, here's the problem with the NHL concussion protocol. It's great that they've got one in place, because it's all about levels. In the old days, a guy would go down the ice, and the trainer would come out and say, Bobby, how many fingers do you see? 3. Close enough. Get out there, Bobby. So now they've got protocols, but here's the thing. They got to work on them, because if a player goes down and hits his head on the ice, for instance, that's part of the concussion protocol. But because Sidney Crosby went into the boards, they say, well, the boards aren't as hard as the ice, you see, so there's no protocol for a player going head first.
Let me ask you quickly.
And the doctors say, obviously, that's got to change, Jeff.
Yeah, I got like 30 seconds here, but do you think Sid, tonight, should he be playing? I mean, it's his health, right? Should it be up to him, or does the league need to protect its players?
Well, you raise a great point, because when it comes right down to it, Sidney Crosby is the guy whose career is on the line.
Absolutely.
So as much as we point at the league and the opposition, we got to look at Sid, too.